finally finished vlogging the CDT and the long trail. It took a little longer than expected. I don't think anybody was really watching those long trail videos, so I did those last few as fast as I could. But I wanted to start doing videos on the CDT. It's March 1st right now, so I know a lot of people are getting ready for the trail, so figured I might as well help. I remember last year when I was getting ready for the CDT, I went on YouTube to try and find videos about the CDT, and there were pretty much none. Alright, so first of all, I don't speak for all the hikers out there when I make these videos. It's just from my point of view. Hopefully more people will start doing videos like this on the CDT, so it'll help out future hikers. First thing I want to talk about, it's a pretty big subject, is how to navigate the CDT. The CDT is better maintained than you think it is. You hear so much about the CDT that you expect it to be like bushwhacking through the jungles of South America with a machete. It's definitely not like that. It's a little rougher than the PCT. Trail-wise, it's pretty much the same. It's a little steeper, but the PCT isn't that steep if you've done the PCT. Navigating it was probably 100 times easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought I'd be staring at a map and compass all day long, but I pretty much just relied on Guthook almost 100% of the time. Guthook is going to be your main source of navigation on the CDT. Pretty much guarantee it.
So how Guthook works is that you just download the app, open the app, and I got Colorado uploaded right here. You can only do one section at a time. So if you're in Colorado, it just shows you the entire Bear Creek route. I don't have my GPS on right now because obviously I'm not hiking the trail, but if it were on, you could actually see exactly where you are on the trail, like right there or whatever. And it has an arrow, so you can see which direction you're facing. It also has the elevation, which is really handy, so you know exactly when you have a climb coming up. And what's also very useful is that on the CDT, there's really no water report. A lot of people just rely on Guthook, so you'll see these water symbols right here. You can click on them. I'm sure most of you are already familiar with Guthook, so I'm not going to go too in depth on it, but super handy app. I mean, it's almost a must-have for the CDT.
But the trail really is just like another backpacking trail. Like I said, if you've done the AT or PCT, it's pretty similar to that. The two main routes, first one, the official route, is the Bear Creek route, and then the second route that most people follow, the lay map route. Now, I'm pretty sure there's other routes out there, or actually I'm positive that there are, but those are the two that you're going to hear about the most. Guthook uses Bear Creek maps. Lay maps are not on Guthook, so you have to download that separately. I'll get to that in a bit. Alright, so the first thing you want to do when it comes to navigating the CDT is number one, just buy Guthook. I forgot how much it costs. It's like 80, 60 bucks. I mean, some people say that's expensive. Those are the same people who are spending like $500 on the lightest gear possible. You're going to be using this app pretty much 20, 30 times a day. So 20, 30 times a day for however long you're going to be out there on the trail, it's worth your money. Number two, don't rely on GPS, your cell phone, any kind of technology. Still buy the Lay maps, the physical paper copies. Lay makes these maps for free. You can download them, print them off yourself, but I didn't do that. I just bought them off of Yogi's store. You can buy them printed and she'll send them to you, and it's just a lot easier. I think that's like 80 bucks, which seems kind of expensive, but it's really not, because you're going to spend a lot of time printing them off yourself if you wanted to. Number three, buy a compass, alright, and know how to use it. This is the one that I had on trail with me. It's a Sunto compass. I forgot what it's called. I'll put the name of it on the screen, but that's what it looks like. It's a pretty good compass. I think it was like 50 bucks. I had to use it 2 times just to find out which direction is which. I never actually had to navigate with it because I never got that lost. Have a compass, carry it with you. I think this is like 1.5, 2 ounces, so it's not heavy. Number 4 is to download and install the Avenza app on your phone. I think it has bad ratings in the App Store, but don't worry about it. It doesn't matter to you. Once you download the app, you want to open the app and go into the Store tab. When you're in the Store tab, just type in Lay, L-E-Y. From here, you can see and download all of his maps from Canada to Colorado. And don't worry, the New Mexico maps are still there. What you have to do, and this took me a while to figure out when I was on trail, go back to the Store tab and type in CDT New Mexico. Once you type that in, then you can see the remaining New Mexico maps, so you can download those too. Shouldn't take up that much space on your phone. What I did is that I just did it state by state. Once I got to the final trail town of like Wyoming, I would download and install all the ones for Colorado. The great thing about Avenza is that it pretty much works like Guthook. You can actually, it uses GPS, so you can actually see yourself on your phone, and it has a little arrow so you can see which way you're headed. Another good thing about the lay maps is that he has routes on there that aren't on Guthook. A lot of his routes are going to be better than what you'll find on Guthook. The best thing about it is that, especially for Colorado, he has a lot of bailout routes or options for you to take. I ended up taking one of these routes. If I didn't have the lay maps or Avenza, I wouldn't have known about this and I would have been screwed. After I summited Gray's Peak, the highest point on the CDT, really nice weather up there. As soon as I started going down, I saw a thunderstorm rolling in, so looked at the lay maps. I saw that he had a bailout option that just went straight down the mountain as fast as you could. If it weren't for that, Guthook route would have just had me walking along a ridge. That would have really sucked in that weather.
And that is why you're not supposed to summit any of the 14ers in the late afternoon. I'm pretty sure that's where I just was. I hope those other guys got down okay.
It can really legitimately save your ass. If you have the lay maps on your phone and as a paper copy, and then you still have Guthook, you're pretty much going to have the best of both worlds. Navigation wise, you're going to be set. A lot of people ask about GPS and all that, like a separate handheld GPS, like a Garmin. I don't really think you need that in my opinion, but if you want it, go for it. Now I'm going to talk about how I actually navigated on trail, and it's pretty simple, so it's going to be quick. When you're hiking, constantly check your phone or Guthook to see which direction, or if you're even on the same path. Check it every 15-20 minutes. I mean, there's a lot of times you're going to be hiking on a nice footpath. You'll check your phone, and then it turns out you're a mile away from the trail.
And I just found out that I am off trail. Don't really know how far. Gotta start heading back.
The CDT doesn't always take least resistance. A lot of the times it'll take the path of most resistance, so you gotta get lost doing that.
Alright, only took 5 minutes to get back on trail, so I wasn't that lost. I just kept going down that way. But I guess I'm supposed to go here. That's the CDT for you. Nice trail. Take the bad one.
Another question that I see asked a lot is, how do you actually store the physical lay maps? I have some left over right here from New Mexico. To make them smaller, I trimmed off the white edges from the maps before I left. Took a couple days because there's a lot of pieces of paper, but it was worth it. And this right here, it's the OpSac bag. I think it's the, I don't know, 20 inch by 12 or something like that. It's pretty much the biggest one that you can find. I just put the lay maps in here. I folded it 3 ways, so just like that and like that. So that's pretty small. It's my iPhone for comparison. So then I took this and I just put it right into the outside mesh pocket of my bag. If I ever needed to look at it, I just put my bag down and I took them out. My primary source of navigation, and probably yours too, is going to be Guthook. Now, a lot of people say that's a bad idea. You shouldn't depend on technology. I knew how to navigate. I know how to read a map and all that. I did all that when I was in the military, so it's still in my head. I did buy a book to freshen up on land navigation before I left for the trail. I read it all. It's not bad. It's a good beginner's book. So I'll put a link to it in the description. It's not a bad book. If you want to learn how to navigate, which I definitely recommend you do, don't be one of those people that solely depends on technology to navigate the CDT. That just always ends up bad. So make sure you actually carry the physical paper maps. Another thing about the maps is wait for Lay to update the maps every single year. 2018 version, I'm not sure if it's out yet. If it's not, it should be coming out here pretty soon. Every year he makes new notes at the bottom of his maps. So a lot of the notes from last year, they could be outdated or they might have changed. So just be patient and wait for the newest update and then buy them or download them yourself. I think that's all I had to say about navigating the CDT. I'm sure I forgot some stuff. I'm gonna try and do at least 1 to 2 videos, probably no more than 2 videos a week until I run out of ideas. If you want me to do a certain topic, just let me know and I'll try and put something together.